Hello, friends. Welcome back to our another Friday session. I hope you are following the line on the learning things that we are sharing, and we do read your comments. And in one of the previous videos, someone asked the question how to come up with the idea in seconds. I mean, seconds is quite challenging for us as well. But in today's session, I promise, if you are somebody who has just started copywriting and you want to give your manager some ideas, or your manager and you want to help the teammate who is struggling with ideas, you can share this presentation or the video with me or her, and I'm sure that he will come up with something. If And again, the thing that I'll be sharing is from my own experiences, from the things that I've read and observed, and a few things that I've collected from here and there. So this is no guarantee that this will work in your case, but it will eventually, if you use, let's say, twist a bit to the situation that you are working or the project that you're working for, it might come handy. So on that note, let's start. And the first idea is to look for the surrounding that you are in, and think if you can use anything to highlight the message. I'll give you an example, but before, let's talk about where this is common. You all have heard about guerrilla marketing. If not, you might find outdoor campaigns, you might find billboards, and in shopping mall. So they try to pick an object which is already there, for example, a lift or an elevator or a window, or let's say floor itself. And they try to put the brand message in such a way that a part of that building, the mall or let's say the billboard, is captured in the ad message itself. So here is an example of the same. Okay, so I won't comment if it's a good ad or a bad ad or did work for them, but yes, it did catch some eyes because the tunnel is the surrounding, it's already there, and they have used the tunnel to showcase their message, which is all you can eat, rest stop. So were people stopping at the restaurant or the place that they want to? I'm not sure about that, but do you think if you're going and passing and see something like this, would you take a moment to read it, or at least get into your mind that, oh, that was something that struck to the head? And this is the idea one. Similarly, if I was thinking what I can do with this tunnel thing, so if I have to, if let's say if I have a vacuum cleaner brand, so I might think of something that the cars are being sucked in, so that's the power that vacuum cleaner has. So that is one idea to showcase my message. So if you want to create an ad, just think of, now it's digital, but in digital also, let's think of how you can use the like button or share button. There are certain ads that have used it, you might find some like that. Or let's say if you are using Instagram, the surrounding could be the user behavior, how people are behaving on Instagram. So you can pick those points and create an ad. Here is another great example of using the surrounding. So this brand is about hair color that offers varieties of hair colors and natural. So that is the USP of them. It offers natural color to the hair, and they have used the nature as the surrounding, which I found very interesting. And if you remember any such ad that you saw and where the surrounding was used as a medium to portray the message, do mention it in the comments. It would be interesting to know more about these ads. Moving ahead, the second point is we are trending. Okay, this is self-explanatory. Moment marketing that is oriented more of some event is happening. So for example, IPL is coming, and you'll see a lot of brands using cricket as their core theme to frame the messages. So just think how cricket relates back to the brand that we're working for. And it's super easy. Just find keywords like wicket, ball, enthusiasm, win, loses, and everything. And just churn some ideas and share it with your teammates and manager. Let's see how they react about it. And we all have heard about this series called Game of Thrones. And this is one ad from Xiaomi, which they utilized as a part of, because at that time the Game of Thrones was trending. So they used this theme to highlight the variety of phones that they offer. So next is your fear of missing out. Now that when Instagram launched the story feature, initially it wasn't for 24 hours, but when they made it for 24 hours, the number of people who used to watch the stories increased, because they don't want to miss out on what is happening around people's life. So that is the power of FOMO, and you have seen it all around. And if you observe, you might see ads saying only for 3 days, valid for 2 days. And one great example is from the Amazon, only three left in the stock, four left in the stock. So it reminds me of a joke that was circulating all around, that if it's only two left in the stock, it's the Amazon who should hurry, not the user, to fill in the stock. So that was something which was witty around it. But yes, fear of missing out happens all the time. And this is the ad which will take a minute to understand. But yes, it's a motorcycle ad, and it's saying if you don't ride a motorcycle, how boring the life could be. So it's again fear of missing out on what the experience of motorcycling could give you. So this ad revolves around fear of missing out. The fourth is tell the truth and run. Yeah, this could be, again, it might take a lot of time to get the approval from your teammates and the stake and the people involved in the decision making. But yes, this might create a buzz, and honesty is the best policy that was taught something to us, and marketers should try this. This is something that I won't suggest all the time, but yes, if you know that you have enough budget to experiment, please go for this kinds of ad. And the example is, so this hotel does not provide Wi-Fi, and people expect that they should provide Wi-Fi, and sometimes hotels hide that they're not providing Wi-Fi. Now that you have a lot of apps that tells you about the hotels and the amenities there, but this is a print ad. So maybe at that time people wanted Wi-Fi. Now that phone networks are here and you can use your phone network as well, but at that time it was a thing for the hotels. So, but this hotel did not provide, and they were very clear about it. So yeah, this ad revolved around telling the truth straight away. Yeah, go overboard. So it's like the exaggeration. So whatever you do, whatever uh, the offer, or let's say benefit your product is providing, exaggerate it to the extreme. And this example is clear in itself. So got milk was the campaign which was launched, and the I hope the tagline is visible. Do you want strong bones? And this is the character from X-Men Wolverine, and Wolverine has a lot of fan base in kids as well as adults. So there is an interesting story around got milk. So if you go and search about got milk, you'll find ad which is asking adults to start drinking milk, not the kids. And they have featured all the popular movie stars and with the mustache of milk. So which was that got a lot of eyes. And yes, it's an exaggeration that you can get the bones of Wolverine if you start drinking milk. So yeah, go overboard, exaggerate your benefit. The next is make an enemy. Okay, it's controversial. You must have heard a lot of brand wars. It's not common in India, but if you know about stories of Burger King and MacD or KFC, so they keep keeping it fun for the audience to be engaged with. And it also means that if you believe around something that you're against, you can use that. And this is what this brand has done. So they are against dairy products. Maybe they stand with uh, no harms to animals, or they must have some guidelines and philosophy for their company, and they have clearly stated it. So it's like stating a war against the dairy product. Yeah, so pick a fight, it is different from what was previous make an enemy. You don't have to make an enemy, but yes, think of something which is not in the not in your competitive space, not something that you are competing against, but maybe a similar product. And then you can be witty and playful around it. And this beer brand goes something against the wine. So now that I've gone through the ad, so let me tell you what's written inside it. So it's about targeting the ego of a male that wine is for female, but they're a beer brand and they are comparing it with the wine. And in social circles, they are asking men to have beer instead of wine. Now I won't go into the zone, are they stereotyping or not, but not they have come up with. So it's about finding a space which is not in the competition and doing things, not making an enemy literally, but yes, nudging people to try the product when in comparison to the product which is not in the competitive space. Yeah, last but not the least, so there's a popular quote, I don't remember the person. It's the quote says, people read interesting things and sometimes it's an ad. So although we as advertisers, marketers, copywriters, we think that whatever we have written is the best and we want people to read it, but people are often engaged with stuff that is entertaining. So yeah, think of a joke and just create one. You never know what if laugh can bring you business. And this I found really funny. So it's about skydiving, adventurous thing that company offers, and they have uh, used this visual that the feeling never leaves you. So even once you have done it, I don't know if it's making me it's 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 making me smile. I don't know how well it performed, but yes, you a joke never goes off. I mean, to be safe, you can try a joke. So yeah, that's the end of today's session. I hope you use all these 8 pointers whenever you're in a hurry or stuck with ideas, and let me know if it helps. Thanks a lot.